A man pinned under his car, powerless to move as the seconds ticked away. The man found himself fighting for every breath.
Okay, is he pinned under the vehicle?
Yes.
He's pinned under the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, is it parked in the driveway?
Yes.
That local man started saying his goodbyes when some real-life heroes came to his rescue.
What a story this is. And new tonight, Ron Jones spoke with the victim who had a message for his lifesavers.
Guys, this is an amazing story of survival. The dad was underneath this car right here with it crushing his chest. Luckily, his daughter was just feet away.
And I just heard a really loud thud.
Elizabeth Fund couldn't believe where that thud came from.
Something gave way underneath the car.
Her dad, Richard, was underneath fixing the car when the jack gave way.
And it fell right on his chest is where the car fell.
And I remember the weight coming down on my chest.
It was crushing him.
I couldn't breathe.
Elizabeth ran to her dad's side.
Basically what I remember is she said, "What do you want me to do?" And I kind of looked over and said, "Try and jack the car up."
So I tried to jack up the car, and because it was broken, it wasn't doing anything.
I remember her getting on the phone and calling somebody, and that was pretty much it.
911, what is your emergency?
My dad was working on the car, and the car fell on him.
The dispatcher tries calming her down.
Dad, can you breathe? He said barely.
In and out of consciousness, her dad tells Elizabeth he's dying.
He started saying things like, "I want you to know how much I love you, and tell your mom I love her," and all these things.
She tries keeping him awake.
Are you bleeding, Dad?
I thought I was watching my dad die.
Help finally arrives.
Okay, I have to go. It's like my police department.
And she was pretty frantic, which is to be expected.
Officer Jeff Schouten and his partner Aaron Copeland were the first responders.
The man was screaming.
One of them just looked at me and he said, "You need to find another jack."
She checked the garage.
And fortunately, there was one.
Schouten jacked the car up and Copeland pulled Richard out.
Once the weight of the car came off him, he went limp.
They were ready to perform CPR when
he took a breath, regained consciousness, and was able to start talking again.
And the next thing I remember was paramedic cutting open my shirt.
Today, Elizabeth again met her knights in shining armor. Richard can't thank them enough.
I just want to thank them for all my life. Yeah, that they're worth every tax dollar I pay.
Richard tells us despite a few broken ribs and a deflated lung, he's back at work and things are back to normal.
That is just incredible. This will not surprise you. Richard's wife and daughter have ordered him not to work on any more cars.